Boundaries. We all have a problem with boundaries, but there are some people who have even more trouble. Those are people who are highly sensitive, very intuitive. They feel other people's pain. People call them empaths. Now, why do empaths have so much problem with boundaries? Number one, people know that about them, and so they learn to take advantage of it. No, I'm not kidding. When you're a little kid, you learn that it's so much easier to cut a little piece of yourself off in order to make the big people happy than it was to stand up for your power and your needs. And so you learned to get your boundaries smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until they were gone, especially if you were raised by a very demanding and possibly narcissistic parent, but certainly inconsiderate for your needs. Another reason why people who are sensitive have problems with their boundaries is that they don't have a lot of practice enforcing them, because it takes a lot to enforce a boundary at first. And if you are highly sensitive, you can feel how it makes the other person feel, and so it gets you to back off. So if you have a problem like that, here's a few tips you can do. The first one is to think of, would I ask this person to do what they're asking me? That's the first thing. So if somebody's coming to you, wanting you to do something, is it something that you would just ask of them? Is your friendship that strong? Is your commitment that, would you want to do that? And if the answer is no, feel okay saying no. Really. Another thing you can do is to imagine that every minute of your Another thing you can do is to imagine that every minute of your time is the very last minute that you have. Is this someone you want to give that time to? No? Well, then don't. And if the answer is yes, then do. And the very last thing to imagine, if those two things don't work, imagine that every favor you do, every compromise you make, is somebody taking a little more money out of your bank account and not putting any in. Would that make you want to enforce a boundary? I know it would make me enforce my boundaries. Try it.